So I'm reluctant to admit I'm kind of slow, and maybe I'm not the first. Maybe I'm the last one to realize that love and hate is really the same fucking thing. Now, it's been explained in a way that I accept that love is not emotion and love is not feelings. If that was the case, then any old pervert or any old somebody who just loves to take your shit and loves your shit would have a feeling expressed or an emotion that is equal to love. So that would just not be, you know. So yeah, feelings and emotions, not love. Okay, is love and hate different? Because you can have deterministic deeds and actions. You can have not deterministic. You can have determinant actions and deeds that are shown forth as love, right? That's what people recognize as love or hate. And if you do something wrong, it's because it got in your mind that the directives or the determinate deeds and actions would be to put things back in balance, even regardless of whatever you do is described as hate. So people that want to act like this is like so hard to fathom, like this is so unimaginable, how could you say that? It's because they want to manipulate your impulse, lean on your reactionary. You're trying to get a reactionary, and at the same time, you're sitting back laughing, you know? And it's like, how do you break those people off, especially if they're your family and you think you love them? It's going to take a long time to break them off. You're not going to be wanting to do it. And if hope floats, then whatever you think you're experiencing as hope, it can't be poison. So that's where I am. Like, I'm failing to break people off. And I'm settling for a type of hope that is not floaty. Because I try to use an incentive like a carrot. I try to use NFTs to build an interest in wanting to get together like a business, you know what I mean? Like, let me park my car like in front of your house or in your driveway. I could save money. I can open up an account for you. I could put a certain amount of, exchangeable. It's non-fungible doesn't mean that you can't exchange it. It just means that you decide what the value is. So you can't just be so afraid that you're wrong when you have a resource like me to listen to. We can talk about what you want to keep it and what you want to sell it. And if you think you want to keep this, maybe there's something else you want to keep because maybe you want to sell that. I don't know. It's not fucking get bootstrapped and go and get your job. I've already tried that before. And you can't just run your body into the fucking ground. Sooner or later, you have to think that there's going to be expenses coming that you can't even predict. If you're successful enough to have a child, what if your child has crooked teeth? Then you need braces. Braces cost. Everything costs. We know everything costs. So don't be trying to manipulate emotionally an impulse because I know that things cost and I'm facing a deadline or I'm about to run out of favor. I'm about to fall out of favor. You could fall out of favor working for the same fucking factory for fucking 50 years. Yeah, shit. You'll probably tell me before I would ever admit that I need to break off moms. She's acting like a victim, and meanwhile, she's doing psychological abuse. I can't tell her the concept of psychological abuse is subjective because who knows what that even is. It's my interpretation. I'm just interpreting that she's being psychologically abusive. But she's always the first one to say that she's abused as much as anybody else. She need to get broke off. Like, I was trying to help. And not only that is I was holding out to get a sense of something, from somebody who's just decided that, you don't need, her daughters will take care of her. You know what I mean? Like I got my daughters. She don't need no man. It's like no man. You don't know the gender of your child is gonna be until you get a sonogram. What are you talking about? You don't need no man. What's this selective type of? She really wants is to get me so upset that I think that the problem must be your husband. Oh, is this the only thing obstacle between us having a relationship is your husband? Oh shit. And then fucking she don't have to ask me, specifically what she wants you to do. You know what I mean? I'm expendable. You could just use me as a emotional bargaining chip, or like OJ Simpson, because he'll let his. She's the female version of OJ. OJ doesn't have no kill switch. He would have been able to play the Terminator if the producers could believe that he was a killer. But he's just willing to let other people hold guns. He even allowed his son to regulate his qualms, his issues with the fucking cartel. And his son, he knew, hated the Goldmans and hated Nicole and Ron. And his son fucking is the one with the little gloves. If the gloves don't fit, doesn't mean you must acquit, because you're fucking even worse than somebody who's a killer. You can get your son to kill your enemies. And you don't have to show, you can just tell. You just tell. I'm telling you this, I'm telling you that, I'm telling you this, I'm telling you that. I'm never gonna have to show. There's people who have never told me anything, but since the jump, they've just been showing me. So I'm a little bit irritated with this vapid emote that is my mother. Because having hope is actually not floaty. It's not floaty. I don't know why is that some people are moral relativists, and she's like, she's one of those. She's the Skittles. Humanist. I'm hate-filled. You're so hate-filled. But why are you picking on my idiosyncrasy if I feel in a lack of something, if I think I didn't get something, even if you feel guilty because you're not willing to be the person that I need you to be? Why are you picking on that then? It's like goading you. Like, oh, don't you feel like angry? Don't you want to do something? Like, and then I'm going to act like I'm bootstrapping. But you're not bootstrapping anything if you don't even have the patience to look at an NFT that I saved for you, that I wanted to transfer to you so that you can take some of the pressure off of you from the IRS. I had enough at one point in time to both pay off her IRS and buy her a car. But she didn't have room in the driveway for me to park. What is this? I don't need no man shit. Like, I'm gonna make you wish you never delivered me. I'm gonna make you wish I was never born.